to another episode of Afternoon FM. It's been a little bit of a while, but we're back. Today I'm graciously joined by Steve Murray. He is the co-founder of the Master Instinct Tournament and is the host of Real Nerd Shit podcast. Steve, thank you for joining me today.
Hey, how you doing?
What's going on, bro?
All right. Happy to be here.
Happy that you're here too, bro. Just rocking a little bit of Street Fighter 2. This man has caught the combination that I use to trump a lot of the experienced Street Fighter on the second match, but I did get one on.
Did all right.
Did all right.
Good.
All right. Oh my god, bro. Yeah, bro. We're gonna go a little bit into Steve's background, his podcast, a little bit of the tournament scene, and yeah, man, thank you for joining me.
All right. Happy to be here, man.
Where?
Yeah.
So, bro, where are you from?
Right here in Pasadena, New Jersey.
Where?
Born and raised.
Where? What was it like growing up over here?
Well, I for the little time I was here when I was growing up, pretty decent. It was around the early '90s.
Where?
So, but I had left in I believe '93, and I moved to Virginia Beach for a while.
Word, how was that?
Fun actually. Pretty decent as far as I remember.
Yeah. How's the culture shift between the two?
Virginia, where I remember, Virginia Beach was very rural, but it's like it's in the Hampton Roads area, but it's like more urbanized, but it's not in a way. Before I remember, it's been a while. It's been like 20 years. 20 something.
How old are you?
I'm 37 right now.
Ah, word, bro. Yeah. Word, dude. So, yeah, man. Like, how was high school and stuff like that? Were you like what were your interests?
I was kind of a bit of a loner. I was the last 2 years I was a track runner. Wasn't the best track runner in the world, but I enjoyed it. Yeah, high school was pretty decent. It's like I honestly say high school was pretty decent. Unlike grammar school. Grammar school sucked, but high school was pretty decent.
Yeah. Word. Yeah. So what'd you end up like doing like afterward?
Right now, after I was in college and I kind of dropped out because I was burnt out from school because it felt like high school again. And I've been a package handler for the past 18 years.
Really?
Yeah.
What, for Amazon or?
UPS.
UPS? How was that? Give me some like UPS stories, man.
UPS stories? Shit.
Yeah, bro.
Where to start?
Yeah. Oh shit. Let me get some of these.
Shit. Fuck.
What was like one particularly crazy day?
Shit. New Year's Eve. My favorite story to tell. I decided to work New Year's Eve. It was on a Sunday because supervisor asked me to, and it was the worst mistake of my life because it was bad. I didn't get out. By the time I got out of work, it was 2:00 in the morning. The ball had already dropped. So it was a complete shit show.
What? How so? What was it? Just
because it was packages, like a sea of packages, too deep high, to the point you couldn't get out the trucks everywhere, and it took forever to get out. And I told my supervisor, never ask me to do this shit ever again at New Year's Eve. But now I work full time for them, so now it's like.
Do you enjoy it?
I'm used to it. I'm not saying I enjoy it, but I'm used to it. I'm good at it, so that's why I stuck it out. I'm trying to move on to other things, but it's been alright.
Yeah. How did you? You seem like you're pretty big into gaming. You're hosting a gaming tournament. What got you? Like, what were like the first games that you were getting into?
Shit. My gaming history. What got me into gaming? I was just really into gaming. The first system I saw in my life was an Atari. I can't say what number it is. The last big Atari for like kind of dropped out of sight. There's like numbers on the pad and the joystick one. And I was just into gaming. I don't know how I even fell in love with it. I was just in love with it.
Yeah, bro. You were like nice as fuck with the Street Fighter.
Yeah. And my history with Street Fighter is, I love telling the story. My stepfather, who is now retired in the Navy at the time, it was in '93. He had came home full uniform, completely full uniform. He just randomly handed me Street Fighter 2 from the thrift store, but but it had the wrong manual. It had the manual from Street Fighter 2 Turbo, but it was Street Fighter, like regular Street Fighter 2. And I plugged it in and I fell in love with the game. I never even heard of it at the time. Yeah. So I just fell in love with it.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, so, Street Fighter has that fucking effect, bro. Beautiful in a sense, man, because like I don't even know, man. It's just like I just remember like being like a little kid, man. I used to play with my brother a lot, and like,
it was, believe it or not, my brothers didn't start playing me until like later. It was mostly just my stepfather, really.
Really? So it was just you and your stepfather playing Street Fighter?
Just mashing. No, he was terrible. We both were terrible. We were just mashing buttons, but it was just like really like quality time we had on the field. So
who was your main?
My main as a kid was Ken, but my main as an adult was Ryu.
Ryu. My brother was a big Akuma fan. Like it was like they used to do Raging Demon, and I was like the biggest like.
The mystery behind Akuma was bigger than now. You see Akuma all the time. Back then it was like word of mouth. Yeah, it's like this dude looks like he's really from hell, but he fights like Ryu. It's like that had my attention completely. Like crazy.
I remember when Akuma was like a fucking Street Fighter Alpha. I think it was Alpha 2 or Alpha 1.
His first game was Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Really?
That was his first game. He was a secret character. Yeah, you had to completely like perfect the game. And when you get the Bison, Akuma comes out of, instead of fighting Bison, he comes out from the back of the stage, and kills Bison. Dead. And you end up fighting him. And Akuma, like, let me put it this way: Akuma is banned from Street Fighter tournaments. Just Street Fighter, just Super Turbo, not from any other game. Just Street Fighter. That's his most powerful version of him is ST.
Really?
That's his most powerful. It's banned. To this day, it's still banned.
Huh? You can't. It's just completely unfair advantage.
Yeah, it's completely. It's bad.
Yeah.
But like after that, he's playable. But that version, no.
Yeah, no, I remember him from what's it called? From like Alpha 2. Like Alpha 2, he was there like all the time. Like Alpha 2 was a huge game.
After ST, we call it ST in the scene. He was playable. He's pretty much like standard for every Street Fighter game ever since. But back then, he just came out. No, there was no internet, no nothing. You just hear things. You just hear it. No one knew if you seen a Raging Demon just randomly, like you lost your shit because no one told you.
It was like you didn't even fucking.
You didn't know.
Yeah.
You didn't know. So it was a 90s amazing time.
Yeah, no, I miss it, dude. I remember like even like the early 2000s and like the late 90s, bro, was like fucking printing out cheat codes.
Oh yeah.
Nobody does that anymore. Like I remember when you had like the printout and it was like from GameFAQs or some shit.
Not even that. Tips and tricks. Tips and tricks. I believe it might be dead now. Tips and tricks is like to me better than GamePro. Yeah. Tips and tricks had just like the back of the shit's devoted to straight codes. Like holy shit! So that shit like Grand Theft Auto. My brother was upset. He literally would steal the shit from me and just copy all the codes out of the book. Yeah. So like, I miss tips and tricks to this day.
Yeah, man. Especially I think like the first one. I was a big what's it called? What was the first one? I think Vice City was the one where I was like, yo, these cheat codes are bonkers right now.
Yeah, fun fact, I never played Vice City.
You never played Vice City?
See, that's the only one I never played. I played every last Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto 3 was fucking revolutionary, bro.
Even the first one was top down. But I never...
I love the first one. Yeah, the first one was... Actually, I played the first one too. The first one... You had what's it called? You had to like put it into a password and then you pay all of them. That was a great fucking game.
Yeah, that was a straight top down. I saw my cousin play that first time I saw it. But when it went like the 3, it changed everything.
Yeah. 3. I remember when 3 came out. Yeah, there was like a whole. It was like Thanksgiving. I think it was either Thanksgiving or Christmas. but I think it was Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We were all at my uncle's spot, and then they had the PS2, and then Grand Theft Auto 3 came out, and we put that on the thing, bro, and it was revolutionary.
Yeah.
It was the second. When I realized that technology was going at an insane rate was when it came to the phone. That's when I was like, yo, this is fucking nuts. Because I remember like how revolutionary Grand Theft Auto 3 was.
Yeah, that changed everything and shit.
Yeah.
And in like Vice City, like I said, I never played Vice City, but San Andreas.
San Andreas was a whole world.
Yeah, that never been topped.
It was a whole world, bro. Actually, one of the first episodes of this podcast, I was reminiscing. Shout out to Malcolm. Malcolm with the fucking. Malcolm had the craziest like metaphor. He was like, life is like playing Grand Theft Auto without a memory card. And I was like, yeah. I'm like 50 episodes into Afternoon FM now, and that shit still comes up a lot. Yeah, it was the first episode. Yeah. And I remember that shit. I remember because I didn't have a memory card on my fucking shit, and you had to like keep the PS2 running.
Oh yeah, those days when I couldn't afford a memory card. I played Devil May Cry straight out. Memory card. It took me I used to just sit. I would pause the game, eat, and go back and play Devil May Cry. I beat that game like after like maybe 10 times.
Yeah. I remember Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry was the titles for PS2.
Oh, PS2 one of the greatest it's like maybe the greatest console of all time, in my opinion.
I agree. I'm an original Xbox fan. Yeah. But PS2 had very like quality ass titles. My buddies are really big into the N64 scene. Shout out to Neil Gazai. But yeah, like we have the Ever Drive, which just has like all the N64 games.
Oh yeah, technology.
But you end up going. Yeah, I know that's just crazy. That shit was nuts to me. But it's like a Raspberry Pi that's in a cartridge.
Oh yeah.
So you plug into it. And
technology, man. You can play anything now.
There's just one crazy guy in the Ukraine that was like, "Yo, we could just put all the ROMs into an SD card and it'll load." I'm like, "What? What are you talking about, bro? It's a 1997 computer." And it fucking works like fluidly. I got the Steam Deck now too. That's pretty cool, but it's not the technology is nuts. Yeah. But the fucking man. But like, I don't know. Like PlayStation 1 and PS2, like PlayStation, like Sony had titles, bro. Like Bushido Blade.
I played it randomly. I never really got into that.
Bro, that game is fucking. You
know
what it is? It's like not Street Fighter, but it's like playing a game where the stakes are so high that like there's no. I like that. I like UFC 2009.
Yeah. Because
it's like there's like a randomness factor to it where you can go into the fight and you can fucking just Superman and it'll be over. And it's like I've had matches end in 4 seconds, 7 seconds. You know what I mean? You just go and running, you can just get the one hit knockout and you're just done. And you know what I mean? And then like, it gets so random and like sometimes it gets so like crazy that it goes for the entirety of the match, and you know what I mean? Like it's just a wonderful game. That shit is the most underrated time. I don't know what they've done with it now. The other ones are kind of trash.
Yeah, it's like, kind of fell off.
It's just too much. It's too complicated, bro. The first one was like this perfect balance of like, all right, you got kickboxing, you got Muay Thai, and then you got like
well, UFC's really more mainstream now than before, so now they can just be lazy with it. So I get what you're talking about.
Yeah. Hold on, what's that? But yeah, bro, fucking back then it was fucking like Forrest Griffin and crazy shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, fucking yeah, dude. So how did you get into podcasting?
Pandemic. I was just bored, and I like talking about pop culture. Sometimes by myself, I just go rambling on the pop culture. Sometimes I love everything about it. So I just got an idea to start my own podcast. It's me and a couple friends from out of town. Well, one lives in Newark and one lives in Connecticut. We just randomly started.
What, Zoom podcast?
Huh?
Zoom?
What's it? Nah, it was something called Anchor. I do it on Anchor.
Really, Anchor? What, Anchor like links between 3?
Yeah. Anchor is I think a division of what is it called? What's that streaming service?
What Spotify?
Yeah, Spotify is a division of Spotify, and it's really easy to use. So like, but I just really started getting into it and just started randomly like I wanted to. The reason I wanted to do that because people know me for fighting games, and I hate when people say you just know fighting games. No, I don't. I know. I'm a fan of multiple things.
Yeah.
I am a fan of fighting games. I am a fan of tokusatsu. I am a fan of movies.
What's tokusatsu?
Tokusatsu, think Power Rangers, but Power Rangers.
The original shit.
Yeah. Not just that. It could be anything. Tokusatsu could be like, think monster movies.
Yeah.
It could be American Toku could be like monster movies, or like, but.
Well, like Godzilla?
Yeah, Godzilla's a perfect example. Godzilla's one of the original tokusatsu. Like if you
so there's the Japanese genre.
Yeah.
All right, word, bro.
So it goes like Power Rangers, Godzilla, Ultraman, all that. Kamen Rider is a personal favorite of mine. Like,
how'd you get into that?
Basically, just Power Rangers. I've watched Power Rangers since the beginning of the fucking franchise.
Yeah,
and I was upset. It was me and my late brother. He was obsessed.
Yeah.
Power Rangers. We never really stopped.
Yeah, you ever hear the fucking story of the founding of that shit? That shit's nuts, bro.
Yeah, so Haim Saban, cheap bastard. Basically, he saw. I think
he was in a hotel room.
Yeah, he saw. I think it might have been Bioman, and he decided to use that and start shopping around different stations in multiple places. And it didn't take off until like Bioman wasn't really taking off. And then he decided to use Zoo Ranger, which is the Japanese version of Power Rangers. Yeah, specifically. And it just caught like wildfire.
It's fucking smart, bro.
Yeah, that was
you look at like the original shit and you're like, and then it's like all the cutscenes. Like all the action is already done.
Yeah.
And he just cuts and then puts like them taking off their fucking masks.
Yeah, but it was a good idea, but when he brought in J.C. David Frank, the late J.C. David Frank, rest in peace, the Green Ranger.
Green Ranger.
Yeah, the original rest in peace. It caught like wildfire. And I mean, like you had to be there. 95 Power Rangers.
Oh yeah, bro. Everybody loved that shit back in the day, bro.
Shit. So I've been a fan of Toku my entire life, and I'm also a big music fan. I'm a big music nerd.
Oh, word. Yeah. What are you into?
What mostly everything: rap, R&B, rock.
Yeah. What's some of the albums that like?
Shit, where to start? Cause like I said,
I'll show you mine if you show me yours, bro.
Shit, rap. I can name my top 5 right now.
All right, let's go.
All right, 5. Jay-Z is my childhood. Jay-Z and DMX is my childhood. If you start with Jay-Z, was high at the time. I just was really into him.
Are you a Reasonable Doubt or In My Lifetime kind of guy?
Reasonable Doubt. I never liked In My Lifetime. Reasonable Doubt.
Blueprint or
Blueprint 1. Blueprint 1 is amazing.
Blueprint 1 is amazing.
Yeah, Blueprint 1 is amazing.
Blueprint 2 has its
yeah, it has it. It's not as good as Blueprint number 1.
Yeah,
but it's listenable, but it's not. Blueprint and Black Album is honestly his best album he ever put out. Yeah, I don't like after Black Album. I started like falling out with Jay-Z. I didn't like it too much. It's like it became more the Jigga Man era, Jay-Z, I'm a fan of the Jigga Man era. Outside of Black Album, I really didn't care too much for him anymore, so that's why he's number 5. DMX was my late grandfather's favorite rapper, and he hated rap music.
Really?
So it's like
my buddy used to know him.
Really?
My buddy like lived in Yonkers, and like apparently like DMX was like, he was just not like he was like kind of like the local crackhead, which is like a little fucked up, but like before he like took off.
Yeah.
Like it was just it was just like Earl, and he was fucking like, you know, he was just always into some wild shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you see like the local dudes around Patterson and shit too. Like, but yeah, man, he's fucking. But like, he's nuts, bro. But like, the thing is, bro, there's like, he really embodied the dog, dude.
Oh yeah, he was a real dude, but his life was shit.
Yeah,
and it's
bro,
like,
he had
and
to
it
do
took
a lot of shit.
Yeah, and it took his toll, sadly.
Yeah.
I can't think of a 3 right now, so I'll go to the last 2. Guru from Gangstar.
Really?
Guru is so fucking good, dude.
What are you, a Jazzmatazz fan, or are you going just straight up Gangstar?
Mostly Gangstar.
Yeah.
I gotta listen to Jazzmatazz.
Jazzmatazz is a weird album, bro.
Yeah.
I like Guru, man. And the only thing I never like was so heavy on him was when he got very preachy. Not really preachy, like like I'm a huge fucking I'm a huge DJ Premier fan. DJ Premier, like,
one of the very underrated beat producer.
Yeah.
Very underrated. He's probably my top 5 producers.
Well, DJ Premier,
yeah.
Dude, his shit is just like,
yeah,
it's like untouchable, bro.
Yeah,
like fucking just the samples, bro. Like, I remember being like really young. I was like 16, 15.
Yeah.
When YouTube first came out,
yeah,
I would just go through like top 50 like DJ Premier beats type of shit. And it's weird now because he's still producing, but I don't really.
He's still very active.
Yeah. He's still producing. I don't really keep up as much as I used to, but he's like the fucking like, you know, him and Pete Rock. The amount of times I would watch Pete Rock fucking like chop up "Love Is a Battlefield" on the MPC on the fucking YouTube, bro. That shit was that was not hilarious, but it was amazing, bro. I wanted that shit so badly when I was younger, bro. It was the fucking yeah.
And my number 1 is Nas.
Yeah, Illmatic.
Illmatic,
or
let me tell you something about Nas.
Let me tell you something about Nas. Tell me something about Nas.
When he gets lazy, it's the worst shit ever.
Oh, what? No, like the Uchi Wally Wally.
I fucking despise Hoochie Wally. I hate that fucking song in the
Like
past.
I
do not like it. It is just I can't.
Really fuck my coochie.
I hate it.
Girl lost. I don't know.
Yeah, I hate it. But when he gets going, he can annihilate your entire squad effortlessly. We've seen it 1,000 times. To this day, he is still solid. He's still with the King's what's his name? His current albums. The trilogy.
I haven't heard that. I like Nasir. That was a pretty good album.
Yeah, Nasir was good. I forgot the
and the new shit he's got.
There's the trilogy he put out with
Let me see. Let me check this shit up. Jamie, pull that up. Hold on.
King Disease. The King Disease trilogy.
Really?
Yeah.
What is this like? I'm like King
Disease 1, 2, and 3.
King Disease. Oh wow. Okay, so this is what this is.
Yeah, his most recent shit. His recent shit is King Disease 3, I believe.
King's Disease. I saw the second one. The second one looked fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Magic.
Yeah, but when Nas gets going.
Are they good?
Oh yeah, King Disease 3 was amazing.
Oh really? Huh. Oh wow.
It's him and Hit Boy, which is like really the next up and coming producer. Hit Boy's
been out, bro. Hit Boy's been out for like fucking like 10 years now.
Yeah, but Hit Boy, I'm starting out getting like used to him now.
Oh yeah, well now he could actually like produce.
Yeah.
Just doing like fucking like.
Because he had
Future shit, I think so. Yeah,
he had put out him and Music Soul Child had put out. That's getting him R&B. I could talk about R&B for hours.
Really? All right. You Raphael Sadiq fan?
Oh, Tony. Shit. Period. Shit.
Oh man.
So underrated. So underrated. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Word. How did you get into the tournament scene? You actually have a lot of like mutual connections.
Where to start with that? Well, I kind of wandered into it. I'll tell the whole story. A friend of mine had passed away recently. Back in maybe it's been 11 years now, and I was feeling like back when I was growing up, I didn't really like being the nerdy guy. It was who, and I didn't accept who I was.
Runs a nerdy podcast. Nerds in the word.
And now I love it. I adore it. But back then, I didn't really like myself. So I decided, after his passing, I decided to like embrace myself. And I saw an ad in Tips and Tricks about digital press video games in Clifton. So I decided to just go one day. And it was a random meeting called NAVA, which stands for North Atlantic Video Game Aficionados. It was basically just a gathering of a bunch of like people talking, selling games, basically.
Yeah, word.
And
you probably know my boy Lenny. You know,
probably
Lenny Argusti.
Yeah, probably. It's been a while.
Okay.
I've been in.
I went to high school with that guy. I think he owns one of the digital presses. I don't know if it's the one in Clifton, but he owns
Oh, you talking about You talking about Leo?
Yeah, there you go.
Leo to do. He owns the other one in Springfield.
Bro, I went to high school with that guy. Springfield, okay. Right. Yeah, he owns one of them. Yeah, but he fucking dude, that guy had a fucking he was really cool. I used to chill with him, and he was a friend of my ex-girlfriend's.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah, bro. That guy had a van, like this van that was like, it was all decked out in fucking like Super Nintendo characters. Him and his brother Tommy, bro. But I remember he would do like, that man had a lair of fucking video. Like he had like every console.
Yeah,
like,
it sounds like Leo.
Yeah, bro.
Sounds like him.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, fucking Lenny Argusti, bro.
But yeah, get back to the story.
He goes by Leo now.
Yeah.
Leonardo, he was Leonardo Argusti.
Yeah,
yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to throw you off there. Just having a little fuck it.
It's all good. I had met my now close friend Patty at the time. Now actually, one of my best friends, and she was the director of marketing of the store, but she also running tournaments out of there. So I decided to try because I thought it was hot shit at the time. So I started entering a Ultimate Marvel's Capcom 3 tournament, single limb. I will never play that game again in tournament. I respect the game, but I am horrible at those type of games. 3-on-3, I'm horrible at them.
Oh yeah, bro.
So, but
my boy Moses, I played him recently, bro. He was fucking kicking my ass, bro.
But anyway, during the Nava, I saw a flyer for the 25th anniversary qualifier. It was a 25th Street Fighter 25th anniversary qualifier in New York. So I went to that. It was free.
Yeah.
So I went to that. Got my ass kicked. And it's just like, I'm a very private person, so it's just like I just started. I was always obsessed with fighting games, but now I was like really getting into the competitive scene. I knew of it since high school, but I just kind of just dodged it for some reason. But after the getting beat thoroughly, I'm like, how the fuck I get better at this shit? So I just started going to tournament after tournament after tournament.
That's how it goes, bro.
Yeah.
No, serious. You gotta get your ass beat to become a better fighter.
Yeah, and it's like, for better for worse, I got addicted to it.
Yeah.
And I've been a part of it for like 11 years now.
Word, bro.
So that's the short end of the story. I can go on about my tournament story, but that's really how I got into it.
Word, bro. So what do you got planned for the future, dude?
I'm trying to start Master Instinct back up. See, we tried. We was going. It was great. I was looking for another venue. We started out in Helix. Actually, we started out in what's the name of that shit? In the Fabian Theater. It was the game went back at Fabian Theater.
This is the Fabian before the Fabian closed, or where?
No, this is the same.
This is the Fabian in Central City Mall.
Yeah.
All right, where? Okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna say. Yeah, my boy has a fucking storage over there, bro. I've been trying to get into that spot for a while now.
Yeah, and
the old one's nuts, bro. It's a huge abandoned theater right now. The old Fabian, my bad, but yeah, continue.
But yet, how I got into that is like at the time I was burnt out from the scene. Actually, is I had because after Street Fighter 4 died, Street Fighter 5, I despise Street Fighter 5. I hate that whole era.
What about 6 right now?
6, I gotta get into 6. 6 looks good, but I have to get into
6 is weird, man.
Yeah.
6 is like fucking, it's like Fight Club.
Yeah, I gotta get into 6. Get into 6. I'm taking my time with it because
shout out to Steve, bro. I got Steve on one. I get like everybody on one match, and then everybody picks up my rhythm, and then I'm just done. So
Yeah. But how I got into doing that is just my associate Eric. He was working in the theater at the time, but he also ran tournaments out of there. And I think he had trouble getting people because they was running Mortal Kombat on Xbox, and I'm like, ugh, no. So a mutual friend told me to link up with him, and we ran Master Instinct 1, and the rest is history.
Alright, bro.
And we just kept going.
Oh yeah.
And we was doing good, and then COVID happened. So we tried to start back up, safely of course, and it kept going on and off because COVID kept going on and off. So now we are trying to get back into it.
Alright, bro. Hell yeah.
So
Alright, word, bro. Where can we find you on social media?
I don't give my Facebook anymore. Because people are weird.
Understandable.
Instagram is I am Master Steve. Twitter is Master Steve _00. I covered that. My podcast IG is Real Nerd Shit, and my event IG is Master Instinct Tournament.
Word, bro. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Steve Murray, Afternoon FM. Stay beautiful, people.